Hey everybody, it's Ron, kayaking for Fishy Tales, and I apologize, it's been a little while since I did a video. We've been out fishing a few times, not in the last couple of months, but I had problems with power, which goes along with the GoPros. Tried to solve it using battery packs, or your little like cell phone type chargers, and that's worked pretty good, but it seems like there's not enough power that goes to the camera through the lines with longer lines using the poles and a longer cable. I've made videos or recorded videos, and I get back and go to sit down to do something with them, editing, and either the voice is all screwed up, or of course I know if it had stopped working. I've had that, so I've had gaps, and or there would be noises throughout the video. So I had wanted for some time to do the onboard power distribution type thing, like the Yak Power and some of the other companies, and I just didn't think it was going to be necessary, but I decided this year I was going to go ahead and do it because I wanted to be able to do more videos. The channel is progressing, and I want to pursue it a little bit further, and so I've started the process and actually have finished it on both kayaks. I didn't do a as we go type video, but I'm going to show you what I did, and there's plenty of videos out there. So the other reason that I didn't really get out too much is you probably hear it in the background barking there. So let me show you what that is. This is Ginger. Say hi to the camera, Ginger. My wife and I have always had dachshunds all of our lives, married lives anyway, and I had to put the last two down, and she had passed in 2014, so I had them for another 3 or 4 years, and they were really old, and I said no more dogs, and I was pretty stern with my daughter about it. But anyway, last December they drove across the state of Texas, 2 hours away, to get some new ones, newly born dachshunds. This is a mini, and she bought it and they gave it to me for Christmas, and I've been trying to get her accustomed to sitting in a kayak when it cools down, if it ever does. I want to give her a couple of tries. We've got a little fishing area just down the street from here. There's a jet ski, water ski, boat launch, the whole bit. So I'll start her off down that way and see how that goes. Before I take her out, I'm going to come up with something for shade. So anyway, let's get on with how I did my power on my PA-14. And I also did it on the Outback. The Outback is a 22, and this is a 20. And so, further ado, let's go, and I'll get that started. Okay, as you see here, I like the camera booms. These are Rams. I've had a couple of other brands, but I really like these. Gives it a nice perspective, and you got an awful lot of adjustments here where you can get it where you want. And up here is where I have my front camera. It's also a Ram design, and I like its position. So as I mentioned in the intro, the problem is with power, which is common to GoPros. So I've got my cameras. I've got two USB ports installed, front and one in the back, and I also have my Lowrance powered. It was all coming up here using using the same type GM weather connectors that Hobie uses, and so I had like four connectors hanging off the battery, and that worked pretty good. So I decided for this year I'm going to just go ahead and do the Yak Power. I started looking at it on Amazon, and it wasn't as expensive as I thought. So start up here. I do have, of course, the front well here, and I've just got one wire going here to the battery, to the distribution center, and I also have my GPS wired into it. Okay, so I'll just show you real quick here. This is power distribution as far as coming from the battery port, where you can determine which ones you want run into either device. So 1 and 2 goes to my cameras. The S goes to my GPS locator, and the V is for the Lowrance. And right below it, is the USB port, and that's all for the that one runs the front camera, and back here is the rear camera. Sorry about the light. And it's just installed right at this cross piece. My trolling motor connector is right over there. I run that battery in the back. Okay, so let me get the hatch out, and I'll show you the main brains of the thing. Okay, right here is the distribution center for all the connections. This is the wire that was connected to the battery, and it's really a nice system. So you just run your wires to the front, get your connectors put on, and get everything neatened up, and that's all there is to it. It's really nice. I wish I had done it a long time ago. I also got these cable stays off of Amazon, and they have quite a few, actually, different kinds, so you can pick and choose what you want, and that's what I use to kind of organize my wiring. I had to shorten my GPS one, because if you wind it up in a ball or a ring, it's going to screw everything up. That happened to me the first couple of times. I had to call them. They asked me how my line was, and I told them I had wound it up and had it zip tied. No, you can't do that. So I got that straightened out, and to do this system, I had to go ahead and shorten it up, because I wasn't going to have that interference problem. So, okay, I appreciate it. That's all I've got for now. We're going to get a bad storm tonight, a lot of rain into tomorrow. I ran my generator yesterday. It started to ride up, so I went and got I don't know, about 7 or 8 gallons of fuel, and I've got to go and get some water. I've got water, but I don't have that much, probably half a case. And so just try and be safe. Anybody in this area, please be aware of the weather that's coming. And hearts go out to all the people in California that's getting flooded. I watched an awful lot of YouTube with the guys that do recoveries, off-road recoveries in the Utah area, and mountainous and washouts. It's going to be disastrous up there. People get caught out there on the trails, and sometimes they have to be airlifted out of there. So be safe, and if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it. I hope to bring you more videos that are actually catching some fish. My son-in-law usually goes with me when we go fishing, and we've been out doing some, we're new to the area. I've only been here 2 years, so I don't know all the areas. And he's new to kayak. I got him in kayak fishing about 3 years ago. And so most of us been over on the causeway going over to PA, Fort Aransas, to the island, or around Aransas Pass. But we've got some more spots picked out, and I'm trying to do a little bit more research on Navionics and Google Earth, and look forward to it. So if you would, and you're new and you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and we'll be working on bringing more to you. There's an awful lot of videos already, a lot for me, particularly on installation of the trolling motor and the cut down on the shaft, which is simple. There's no reason it should be breaking the warranty. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you, and be careful.